offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got an open man. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Trying to beat the D deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets enough. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Dances away to buy time. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The give to the tailback. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. He's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on third. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on.
Oh, he's got some space. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got his man, makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Quick strike complete. Oh, what a cut! And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown time! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for room, it's Moss. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Reed. Gonna let it fly, and he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught, close to the marker, it's Cuevas. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Looking to the big tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They really don't catch.
Turning it on! He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Under fire! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Powers through the defender.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but
breaks into the open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Back to throw, it's Russell. They'll run the screen. At the 20, he's got space. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the left.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Alabama pushing the tempo.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Looking to throw again. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for space, it's Moss. Runs through the tackle. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Reed. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get...
Going for the big play. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, right?
Orange and blue lights have covered the field and the stadium as these fans on the plains are ready for a big-time matchup. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that. looking to pass. It's Knight. Steps away. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and their big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on top.
Makes a grab for a big play. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
They'll try to snap it quickly. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to scramble. Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Knight. Bringing the heat. It's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here in this game, in this environment. All 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Finds a man on the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Gators will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Final play of the quarter coming. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Knight. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Thompson. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He is going to have nightmares about that one. A big gainer right there for the taking, and he missed it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Auburn lines up quickly. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To throw, it's Knight. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 3rd. Caught in the backfield. It's Simmons. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. First down for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown Tigers! A great catch and run for 6.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Just a short pass from the tight end. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Across the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Florida! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Quarterback making checks. He'll start this drive firing.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
To the air, it's Knight. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. That's caught. It's Frazier. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Got a man, it's Singleton. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ball. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Ball. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Lagway. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Inside the 30. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Auburn lines up quickly. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Auburn.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Coming out with it, it's ball. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Sturdivant. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The play action fake. Here's a heat. Finds his man down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum, that was...
He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. So here comes the Auburn offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Knight. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. There he goes. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's ball. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. The inside handoff. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. It's a fumble. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Going right to work up top. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Knight. Works his way to the 18-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down. They'll be facing 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got it. He's got it. 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They just keep firing. Keeps looking downfield. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns, also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the 1st down, nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Uncorks it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Tiger! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Salt interwound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's ball. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
17.
He'll bring it out. It's ball. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And here's the third interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got some room to run. Powers through. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers.